Hello, thank you for joining me today on today's video. We're going to be talking about VSLs and agency pod structures. If you want to minimize your labor costs and get to $200,000 a month very easily, I'm going to go over the exact teammates you're going to need, the exact structure you need to have in your sales process, and specifically how to make a VSL and use your servicing side of your business to make sure that there's LTV and low churn. You guys are going to absolutely love this video. If you do like this video, please click the like button, subscribe. If you have a question, leave it in the comment below, and I'll be happy to help you, my friend. So as always, enjoy the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Because this is very important. So typical structure for, sales teams. You have obviously your setters, and then you obviously have, sorry guys, one second. You obviously have your closer. Okay. Yes, that's traditional sales teams, and then pretty much every single time you're just stacking new setters and you're stacking new closers. And for every one closer, you need two setters. So basically, under this model, it would look like this: setter, okay, and then setter, right? So you have setter, 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 and then you have two closers. This is like typically how you scale sales teams, and you basically do it this way. So the new way that we're testing right now, because like, what's the problem with this way, right? If we actually just open this up, what's the problem with this way? There's no real problem. You can still do this and it will work very well. You make lots of money, but the problem is your margins will be lower because you're dealing with so many more people. So you have a high labor cost, and if you have a high labor cost, then your break-even point is less, and your profit margins are less. So basically, what we're doing now. Oh, and I forgot to, mention that this is a completely hybrid team. So hybrid sales team. This is going to be niche, all niches, right? So everyone would be, so this, how this works is like, you'll train these setters on, let's just say, the first niche you service and the second niche you service and the third niche you service, right? So they're kind of trained on every single like niche you deal with. Same thing with the closers. They can get either, a mortgage lead, they can get either, a renovation lead, they can get, electrical, right? Because you're dealing with all kinds of niches across the entire team is the point, right? So this is all niches, a hybrid sales team, right? That's, like I said, it works. It's just going to have higher labor costs than if you do it like this. You basically have one closer, okay? And you also have just one setter. That's it. That's your entire sales team, specifically for one niche only. Okay, so it's not a hybrid, not hybrid. It's a single niche. So what's nice about this model is that you have these setters like competing against each other. They all have access to the same leads, the same niches, so there's no excuse. They can all just close and call whichever they want. Same thing with the closers. They're all competing against each other, so you can build like a good culture here and whatever, and have like tournaments and all that, because everyone's calling the same people, right? Here's a little different because this closer and this setter are only calling one niche. So they don't deal. So if another lead comes in from a different niche, unfortunately, these guys won't be able to service and won't be able to sell that specific niche. So we'll just use it as an example, home renovation. That's an example. So this would be like you know what, actually, let's use mortgage because I already have something to show you. So mortgage, let's just use mortgage. So if it's a single niche, you're gonna have one closer and one setter. But the difference is that they only know that one niche, so they become a pro and specialist in that one niche. So one benefit of that is the fact that they're like going to be specialized and they're only learning about mortgages as an example. And this setter is only learning about this one niche here. So, and look, if you get a lead that's outside of that niche, then go ahead and close it yourself. You can get on the call yourself for now, and then you can close it yourself. But specific to the sales team, you assign one niche. And how it would work is, for each additional niche that you want to create, you're doing this. Okay. You're basically building a brand new sales team like this from scratch. Simple as like this. Okay. And the reason being is because this creates specialists. It also creates a level of like focus. And to be honest, so far, if you have a niche like this, then you can actually do crazy stuff on the marketing side. So I'll give you an example. What we're doing now is instead of setters, right? Putting all like just calling leads and trying to get them to the closer's calendar, and then the closer's going ahead and closing. What we're doing instead is we're actually forcing the lead to first become a lead, right? So they become a lead, so they opt in, or they get cold called, or however they become a lead. So first they become a lead, then they get sent VSL, okay, video sales letter. And we don't even call them, we don't deal with them, and we don't even set them only when they watch VSL. Make sense? So first they become a lead, then they get sent to VSL or redirected to the VSL. You only set them, like, so this setter would only come in and call the lead to set for the closer only when the VSL has been watched. And so this would be like, for example, watch, we'll say 10-minute plus video sales letter. And the goal of this is when you have it segregated by niche like this, you're actually able to create these really high production VSLs that are basically pre-recorded sales pitches. Okay. So these are pitches that, I don't need my setter to be good, and I don't need my closer to be good, even though just by them focusing on one niche, they're going to become specialists and they're going to know what they're doing and they're going to close higher rates and all that. Even though they're going to be more specialist, because I'm sending the VSL, I don't even need them to be good. The closer, all he has to do is, instead of pitching for 45 minutes, he literally just shows up to the call and processes the payment. Why? Because the lead already watched the VSL, meaning the lead has already heard the sales pitch. So they don't need to go on to a call for 30, 45 minutes and then regurgitate the same sales pitch. There's no need. They already watched it. It's in the VSL. So, and that's when they get set for the closer. So now his job is significantly easier, right? The problem, you cannot do this, okay, where it's niche down and specific and high converting if you're on this model, because then you'd have different VSLs for all the different niches. You'd have different VSLs for all the different services. So it's better to just have it like this. It's almost like a pod structure, right? So you have pod number one. We'll call it sales team number one. Sales team number one. That's your first pod. Your second pod is sales team number two. That's your second pod, right? And each time you add a new niche, you're basically adding a new pod. And then whenever you add a new pod, you need to add a new VSL. Okay. For this to work efficiently, you need to get a VSL done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how high quality this VSL needs to be, like, for this whole system to work. I'm going to show you a VSL we just did. This is a brand new VSL. It's 13 minutes. Okay. So, but I want you guys to watch the entire thing. I know it's going to seem like it's a long time, but you guys need to understand this process. Okay. So I'm gonna just press play. Okay. And then I want you guys to just watch it fully. Right when it's done, you're gonna fully understand why this works really well. So give me 1 second, press play.
This video is for MLOs, mortgage brokers, mortgage agents, MICs, and lenders. If you are funding less than 5 loans per month, if you are tired of wasting your time on leads that simply do not convert and are not serious about proceeding, then you need to watch this video. Hi guys, my name is Avi Grondin. I'm the CEO and founder of Variance Marketing, a mortgage marketing agency operating since 2017. We've spent over $15 million just on mortgage marketing alone since 2017. So we know a thing or two as it relates to acquiring you the highest quality mortgage buyer. Now, you might have been burned before. You might have worked with another agency in the past that might have delivered mediocre results. You might have funded funded a loan or two, and you think that that is how marketing should operate. I'm here to tell you that that is completely false. That is not how things should work. You should be closing a minimum of 3 to 5 new mortgage deals every 30 days with a lead source that is predictable, reliable, and high quality. I'm sure you're getting multiple leads now from realtor referral partnerships that you've already established. You might have some warm network leads that are rolling in from your social media and from people that know who you are, but you still don't have really high quality, predictable leads coming in inbound every single day from a predictable channel that you're fully in control of. So you're wasting your time essentially talking to people that don't really know who you are, don't have enough rapport with you, and haven't actually gotten to that buying position in the conversion stage of the funnel where they're looking forward to actually getting their loan funded by you. Your leads are most likely just shopping around. It's just name, number, and email. You try to call them, they don't pick up the phone. You try from your cell, they don't pick up the phone. You try from your CRM, they don't pick up the phone. You try texting them, emailing them. There's just no reply. It's a wasted dud of a lead, and you are sick and tired of operating that way. You've come to the right place, because in this video, I'm going to uncover exactly why you need to halt all of the marketing activity you're currently doing for your mortgage business and focus on what I have to offer, because it will be the best decision you make all year round. Just give me 2 to 3 minutes of your time. Now, what are majority of mortgage marketing campaigns missing, and why are our leads so high quality and they work so well? The first reason is ultimately the creative that we're using. Many of these marketing agencies, they're going to be using images and stills that are just not going to work. Canva pictures, like majority of marketing agencies do that. It's less work for them. So we don't operate that way. We work with high quality video creative. Here's an example of a refinance ad that we would run for your mortgage business.
We're seeing a lot of refinancing ads. It's a sign.
We got a sick refinance deal recently.
Lower interest rates plus better terms because we hired a mortgage professional.
Don't miss out on this opportunity, because I swear she helped us save so much. So
sign up now.
Ultimately, the first step as to why our leads are high quality and what your mortgage campaign is currently missing is the creative that you're using. You have to use high quality creative. I mean, we've spent over 15 million just on ads alone, specifically testing images and videos and going through hundreds, if not thousands of different pieces of media to finally arrive at the winning creative. We have cracked the code as it relates to what videos perform, what videos do not perform. Now, as you can see, the video creatives are very simple. We have hundreds of actors that we work with that produce what we like to call UGC style ads for us, day in the life stories of your potential clients. We're running those at scale, spending millions of dollars and acquiring leads all across North America. It's not just the creatives that matter the most, it's also the targeting that you're setting. Now, here's the reason why our ads perform the best and produce the best quality leads is because we're using lookalike audiences. We've already spent 15 million on these ads, so we have a list of 800,000 leads we've already generated. All we're doing is taking this list of 800,000 people who've signed up for refinancing, who signed up for reverse mortgages, HELOCs, purchases. They've signed up for all kinds of different loan instruments, but we're taking these leads, we're uploading them into your ad account so that Facebook knows what kind of data they should be looking for, what kind of leads they should be getting for us in return. And the reason why we're not using the basic interest demographics and geographical targeting that's available on these ad platforms is because that's just for the basic campaigns. We're not trying to run a basic campaign here. We're trying to get very laser-like targeting to get actual mortgage buyers, people that are looking to move into their new dream home either this month, or they're trying to refi this month, or they're trying to pull out liquidity, pull out equity this month, or they want to start getting paid monthly with their reverse mortgage this month. Not some 60, 90, 120 day later lead. We're talking ready to close, ready to work with you right now, show them your lending options and get started. That's what we're looking for here. Not only are we looking at advanced creative, laser-like targeting, we're also looking at a very difficult sign-up process. Why do they have to go through such a lengthy sign-up process in order to become a lead of yours? It's because the more invested they are in general, and meaning that the more likely they are to proceed, given how far they've already come in that lengthy process. We don't focus on bringing you a bunch of volume. This is not a project to get you on the phone with 150 people who are a waste of time that do have no intentions of proceeding with you. That is not what we're looking to do here. We want to put you on the phone with 20 to 30 high quality leads that are actively looking to proceed. That is what we want to do. And that's why we put them through lengthy 20 question surveys when they sign up, giving us all the details we need around their household income, their credit score, their down payment, the value of their property. If they already already have a mortgage, what the interest rate is, if they're working with a realtor, what's the address, every single detail that we need around that client, where they're within their mortgage journey, we already know those details when they sign up. So that's another reason why we're generating the highest quality leads, because we have advanced targeting, we have advanced creative, we have a lengthy sign up process. And last but not least, the cherry on top, we also will call your leads for you once they sign up, qualify them, make sure that they are legit and ready to proceed. We'll even collect docs if we have to, and can upload those to a Google Drive folder for you and send you the link of the Google Drive with all the docs you need to then go ahead and show your lending options, right? Very advanced, very high quality. We come in like a partner of yours, like a married couple with you, ready to grow your business, not waste any more time, any more resources, just spending time on what matters the most, which is this mortgage plan. And if you don't want us calling your leads, which is our premium plan, we also can equip you with high converting sales scripts. I mean, we've worked with hundreds of MLOs, mortgage brokers, and mortgage agents across the country, across North America. So we know what the winners are saying because we have a CRM that we'll give you. And inside the CRM, you're going to have everything in it, from all your leads to all your appointments to all the recordings of your conversations, your SMS, your email. You're going to have a mobile app on your phone to get leads on the go. You're going to have a web application on your computer to access your leads while you're working at your workstation. It is going to be a bulletproof situation for your mortgage client acquisition. So you'll have scripts that we've tried and tested with our top brokers, and we are going to put you in front of those scripts so that you can use those when qualifying the mortgage leads we bring you to make it even more high converting of a situation for you. We want you closing. It's not just about handing you the leads, giving you this torch pass off and that's it. Good luck, buddy. That's not what we're looking to do. We're looking to partner with you and also care about the sales. We need you producing sales, man. So if you follow our process, you will sell. Just stick to our system and you will sell. Lead quality, super important. You understand exactly how we're going to nail this for you. Now, as it relates to our process, it comes down to something very simple. You work with us. It takes us about a week to a week and a half to set up your sales funnel, get the landing pages ready, surveys, email sequences, SMS engagement automations, get the platforms ready, get the ad accounts ready, get everything ready so that we can rock and roll on your campaign and launch it for you with the winning creative, with the laser-like targeting, with the scripts that we're going to give you, and with everything you need to succeed. We're going to launch this campaign, and within 24 hours, you're going to have leads rolling in. You're going to say, Avi, I cannot believe how high quality these leads are. You were right, and this was the best decision I made all year round. If you don't believe me, then look what Chris Allison had to say from Nest Capital.
I would recommend variance marketing for any company that is looking to have an impactful experience on growing their business. The deal flow sales funnel plan helped us in right off the bat, the first 60 days, pretty impressed with the results. I brought in numerous new clients totaling $380,000. Deal flow is perfectly suited for those companies or entrepreneurs out there that are focused in the service industry. So if you think about it in the sense that in order for you to grow your business, you have to book calls, you have to get clients, you have to take them to that point where they're building your revenue, then Deal Flow by Variance is exactly it for you. If you're watching this video right now, stop, pick up the phone, make that next step, make that commitment, and start the program, because you'll see what I saw to about 30 calls easily.
If you don't believe Chris, then look at what Jacob Snitman said from Burke Financial.
Good morning, everyone. Jacob Snitman here from the Burke Financial Mortgage team. I just want to take a few seconds and share some of the results that we were able to generate. Now, for those of you who don't know, being a mortgage agent in Ontario is an extremely competitive thing to do. It is very, very frustrating, especially when it comes to generating opportunities for our team online. That being said, we were blown out of the water with the results we received. In the first 7 days, we were able to generate 40 different leads and book 15 qualified appointments to my calendar. The best part about this is probably hands-free you can be. The system is so organized and structured that you don't have to spend hours of your time every single day just to get these kind of results.
If you don't believe Jacob, then listen to what Hakan Munir has to say at the Mortgage Group.
Hi, my name's Hakan. I'm a mortgage agent, new to Canada, and I started in my business about a year ago. I've tried my marketing myself, my Google, my Facebook, and didn't really have much going on. So variance marketing were recommended to me by a colleague, So I took the initiative to try them, and I'm very grateful. I've gone from getting no calls, no leads, to now it's been 6 or 7 weeks, and I've had like 50 odd leads, I'd like to say. And I've expanded on my leads. The leads that I've got, I've reached out to the realtors of those that are selling the property, and I've got deals from deals from deals. And my leads are not just on face value. I've taken it further, and I've expanded the business so much in these last 7 weeks. I've already closed the deal. I've got so much in the pipeline. I've got phone calls coming in regularly now. We have bi-weekly meetings. It's nice to see that they're going to change my ads. So it's like we're growing together. Divi was talking about, streamlining my ads. She got rid of a few because they weren't generating enough work. And it's nice to know that she's looking out for my interest and my spending within this whole marketing thing that we're doing. I'm very grateful. I'll be happy to help anyone or let anyone know my experience in this and how well I've done from this. I want to thank the team again. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Or even Victor Bacrossi out in Vancouver and Dominion Lending Centers. Look what he had to say in his first 30 days.
Hi, this is Victor Bacrossi. I'm a mortgage broker on Vancouver Island, British Columbia. DLC West Isle Mortgages. I've been working with Variance Marketing since the beginning of January. Since that time, we've already closed 2 deals from first contact to getting paid. I'm very happy with the results. The return on investment has been very good. So I'm going to continue using them as long as I keep getting the same results.
Hi, my name is Daniel Kim. I was able to produce 80K in commissions in just 11 days with Avi Grondin's Deal Flow program.
If you want more, there's over 150 plus of these testimonials sitting on my website right now, ready for your review. Plus, we can handpick you a list of a bunch of references to send you so that you can call, ask about their experience, and see for yourself. If you are ready to take your mortgage business to the next level, stop wasting time and energy on alternatives that simply do not work, and work with a partner that cares about your success, that wants you to grow, that wants to establish a long-term partnership, then you're going to want to click the link below, because if you're a first-time client, we are providing you with a one-time offer. And that offer is to get a chance to work with our team month to month, not locked in on a term. From there, you can see month to month how high quality our lead system is, how reliable we are as partners of yours. And from there, you're going to be in a position to renew with us for the long haul, do a 3-month renewal, 6-month renewal, or 12-month renewal. From there, I think you're going to love working with us. And once again, it's time to make the best decision you've made all year round. Get off the fence and work with a mortgage marketer that can take your business to the moon.
Okay, so that is that. And now that you've seen the VSL, you understand why this is so efficient, because basically each and every pod, all you're doing is going like this. So every single pod, you basically have one pod, one closer, one setter, and one VSL. Okay. And if you do that, then you're running payroll of one closer, you're running payroll of one offshore setter for cheap. And this video is going to cost you money. It's not going to be a cheap video. Like, you have to spend on the video, and you have to make sure that the video comes out like bulletproof. Like, remember, it was like an entire sales pitch in one video with case studies, with proof, with all the stuff they need. If someone watches that fully, and then we contact them, think about the likelihood of them closing, right? It's significantly higher because they understand why our ads are better. They understand how we target. They understand that we have case studies. They understand like the whole process, and they were given a one-time offer at the end, which is key, because now they're more likely to want to actually consider it. And that's when the setter or the closer will reach out, and we'll be able to take it from there. So very important. This is definitely sort of like the newer structure with agency sales teams. In my opinion, this is the way to go, because once again, let's look at this model. And I had this model for years, so I can't talk shit about it. I can't talk down on it. It's a very good model. I made lots of money going this way, and just building case studies and assets, and then having the whole team work across all different niches. So I did that for a long, long time. But now this is the new model now because it's just more efficient. Here you're getting a lot of generalists, so your setter needs to know how to set for mortgages, how to set for renovation, how to set for, you know, SEO, how to, like, there's too much knowledge transfer that is needed. I need to transfer all that knowledge across 3 different services, 3 different niches, or whatever it is, to this one setter, right? So it's better if I just train him on one thing as opposed to 5 different things, and then hopefully he doesn't make any mistakes, right? So setters, it's going to be easier for them to stay in their lane and focus on one pitch. Same thing with closers. You can really specialize the pitch. Like, I can give these closers a very specialized deck that's just for mortgage marketing, right? Or just for home renovation marketing, or just for, you know, SEO marketing, right? I can basically make them specialists. So instead of them competing against each other, being generalists and not coming off as specialists on the phone, they're just generalists. These days, the market is more educated. We can't just be coming off as generalists anymore, right? So you can't have this model really anymore. 1, because there's added labor cost, and 2, because these people are going to be generalists. It will take them 6 to 12 months for them to fully ramp up to become specialists, assuming that you're training them on all the things, right? All the different services and all the different niches. Like, it's going to take them time to really ramp up and become a pro. And at that point, the reason why this is also a bad model is because if you train them too much and they learn too much about all the different services and how everything is sold and how all the different niches and etc., they're more likely to leave you, especially the closers. They're more likely to leave you and start their own agencies, right? Because you're training them on everything, which is not how it should operate. You should be going this way, where they're literally a specialist for the one niche. So this would be the mortgage niche. This would be the home renovation niche, as an example. They're only trained on that one thing, right? So they don't really, like, the likelihood of them leaving isn't as high, because here you're giving them such a full picture and such a really long-term training. Whereas here they're being a specialist in their lane. They're staying in that one lane. And then eventually, if this pod gets bigger, like, this is how you start the pod, right? But that's not how it ends. Like, this sales team number 1 for mortgages, this could be 2 closers and 2 setters, right? You know, you don't need, here you need 2 setters for 1 closer. That's how the traditional method works, right? But here you don't need that. You just need 1 setter for 1 closer, and you need 1 VSL. So now if you stack more people, like another closer, you just have to add another setter, and that's it. And you use the same VSL. So, and you can scale each pod if you want, but you don't need to, because even if you just have 1 closer per pod, think about how many appointments, right, that 1 closer can take per day, right? So, like, for example, this is one of my closers. Like, today, he doesn't have too many calls, right? But he's dealing with just one niche. These are all the calls he has per day, right? Same thing here, all the calls. So he's like, you can see it's anywhere between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's anywhere between 8 and 12 calls a day that he's going to book on his calendar specifically for that one niche, the mortgage niche, right? And so what that allows us to do is have him focus, have him not have a long training cycle. You can have a shorter training cycle. And plus, it's more efficient because there's less labor. And plus, all the leads that show up for this closer, they're going to close at a much higher rate now because they already watched this VSL here, okay? So because they watch the VSL, they're much higher lead quality, and they're not really showing up to get a pitch. They're showing up to process the payment. See what I mean? And yeah, and basically any lead that signs up, you want to, first of all, redirect them to this page. I'm not saying run ads to that video. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that in order for them to be set, meaning the setter sets them, okay? In order for that to happen, they must be sent the VSL, and you must confirm that they watch the VSL. Okay. Once you confirm that they watch the VSL, that's been done, then great. They're time to be set for the closer. You get what I mean? So you're trying to make your closer more efficient. So, and there's systems and tracking softwares you can use to see if they watch the full video. Okay. So a couple of those tracking softwares to see that. One is called Wistia. So Wistia is a video marketing platform where you can actually see how much someone has viewed. If they watched 80%, 100%, 50%, you're able to see all those details, right? So Wistia is great. There's actually another one that I'm using. I'm not using Wistia anymore. It's more pricier. Russell Brunson. I'm sure you guys know who Russell Brunson is. He released this platform. It's called Voomly. Okay. So Voomly is the one that I'm using right here. It's cheaper. It does the same thing. It'll tell you how much they went and watched, but Wistia I think is more efficient in terms for that part, like determining how much people watch. You can create automation. So if someone watched 80%, you can like create an automation, after and use that as a trigger. So there's a lot of stuff, but I use this one here. It's called Voomly. I switched there because it's cheaper. And that's pretty much it. So you can use this and check that out and see if this works for you. But ultimately, that's the process. The process is you create a VSL, high production VSL, you upload it to Wistia or to Voomly, and that way, every single time a lead comes in, you automate the VSL at them, right? So if they sign up on Facebook as a lead, great, and you're going to send them the VSL automatically via SMS, right? Or via email or whatever. And you basically have an automation where it's going to keep going and keep reminding them to watch it until they watch it, until Wistia says, hey, they watched it. That's when Wistia is going to pull them out of this the reminders to watch, right? Okay, so it's going to pull them out and it's going to put them on a separate list for the setter now to say, okay, here's a list of all the people who actually watched the video, who actually watched the VSL. You get what I mean? They'll be in a separate list in the CRM for the setter to be able to go in and see that list. And then they just call from that list. And then from that list, they're going to set all those people are going to be receptive. They're going to be easy to set. And they're going to be set for the closer within 24 to 48 hours after watching. And it's even going to be easier on the closer because they, like I said, already watched the sales pitch. Okay. And each time you want to duplicate this process, you can open new niches each time. All you got to do is create a new pod and create a new VSL. That's it. So the next VSL I'm working on is actually for SEO. Then the next VSL I'm going to work on is going to be for home renovation. And then the next VSL that I'm going to work on is going to be for the next niche and the next niche and the next niche and the next niche. Because each niche, it's best to get to $200,000 a month. You shouldn't take a niche past $200,000 a month because with after $200,000 per month in a particular niche, you're going to need more labor. You're going to need more teammates. And when you need more of those teammates, more specialized teammates to scale past 200K, that's going to bleed into your margin. So I said the sweet spot is to maintain each niche up to 200K. And then past 200K, if you're already past 200K, then you need to actually open a new niche and get, excuse me, and get that one to 200K. Once that one hits 200K, and then you move to the next niche and you get that one to 200K a month. So that's how you scale your agency. So that will be the way to do it. Not this approach. You're just going to keep stacking the same people. Your labor cost is going to increase. It won't be as efficient. And what's going to happen is you're going to have to actually train people for longer. It's going to take much more time, and it's going to be more of a difficult process, right? So at least with this, easy peasy, it makes everyone more efficient. Your setters are going to love you because they're going to make more money. We pay 5% to our setters. We pay 20% to our closers. So obviously closers and setters are going to love this model more because they're getting hotter leads. You're sending them leads that are actually closing. You're setting them leads that are actually setting, like easier, right? So you have to almost like assist your sales team and do everything you can to make their lives easier. It's not about making them a pro. As long as they know how to sell in a basic way, then it's your job to warm up your leads and get your leads to a point where, you're actually able to close, and not you able to close, but like your teammates are able to close at a way higher rate. Because if you truly want to scale to 6 figures a month, like you need to step out of sales. You can be in sales yourself for a while. Like I have a friend, his name's Alan, and he's at 150K a month, and he doesn't even have a closer. He takes on all the sales calls, but he built his agency in a way where he doesn't need to have another closer because his entire service team is automated, right? So as long and he's one niche, so he just brings on new clients himself, and then his team knows what to do from there. They have really good retention and stuff like that, right? So with that being said, that's kind of why he's the only closer. But you need to, for you to get to 6 figures, this is going to be very important because you guys are going to need to build out your service team, make sure your service team's strong, make sure you're able to retain. And only once you're able to retain, then you can, pull the foot off the sales pedal and things like that. But once again, your goal as an agency owner or any entrepreneur is to replace yourself. You can't be doing the same shit all over again. If you do the same things, you're going to get the same result that you always got. You keep on doing the same stuff, you're going to keep on getting the same results. Like nothing's going to change. You have to switch it up in order to make it change. So if you're stuck in a situation right now where things don't seem so bright for you, then you need to make a change. That's a sign that a change must be made within the business. And it could be you need to replace yourself and you need to stop doing the tasks that you're doing every day. Or it could be that you need to add a new offer or change something or diversify a little bit, right? There's so many different ways to change. But like the point is if you stay the same and you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. Okay. So to get it to the next level, test these things. I don't want to waste time going through this and then none of you guys actually look over it and actually do it. You get what I mean? Trust me when I say do this. Okay. You can find all kinds of VSL templates online. You can look at our VSL and, there's no excuse. There's so many like ways to find this information, to and produce a good VSL. And yeah, you script it beforehand, you practice, and you go to a studio. Go to a studio and just pay them. Studio time is not much. It's like $500. You pay $500 for the studio. They're gonna film it in a nice setting for you. And that's it. And then you hire a Filipino video editor, right? For $200. Now a video editor is going to edit a variant. You see all those animations on the video, all those like beautiful animations that we saw and etc. on the video. That's done from a Filipino editor in the Philippines. That's not done from some guy local who, spent, time in America, trying to do this for me. No, you get the guy to shoot it for you at the studio. It's going to cost you depending on the studio cost. It might cost $500, it might cost $600 to rent the studio time. And then from there, you just hire an editor once you get the footage. And that's it. You edit it properly and you make it work. Because if you do this, no matter what niche you're in, you can be in plumbing, you can be in pergolas, you can be in, fireplaces, tree removal. It really doesn't matter what you're in. You just need this to assist your sales team. Okay. So thank you for watching that. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below and, I'll get to your questions, no problem. And yeah, thanks for watching that. So, all right. So we do have some questions. Okay. We have Mr. Michael, my boy. How you doing, brother?
What's up, Avi? Everything is great.
What's
Everything is
going
great.
on? I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, no, everything it's okay. We try to do, a lot of things for like generating appointments right now. And I have some calls, but I need to generate like more traffic and to do it more consistently. So I tried a lot of different offers and a lot of things, and the VSL it's amazing, by the way. It's look amazing. But tell me, the cost per clients that already saw the VSL, it's not too high for like to setting.
It's actually not, and I'll tell you why, right? Because let's break it down, right? Because if we go here and we say, okay, let's talk about like, and remember, you're running ads, right? Agency ads, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about agency ads, right? So let's just say I'm running agency ads, okay? In this model, let's just say you're doing lead form. Are you doing lead form for your agency ads or are you doing surveys?
I tried both, like lead forms and like a landing page in the same time with
What's working better?
survey.
What's working better for you right now?
Right now, I only start with the landing page, so the cost per lead it's high. It's a little bit like $100, $150. But the only leads that I generate, like 2 leads, they also like booked an appointment after. Like
Okay. Yeah, nice. So okay.
So the quality it's higher.
Yeah, quality's
like
higher. Bro, you need to get your cost per lead. Okay. When I say CPL, I mean survey. When they fill the survey, just the cost per survey. Okay. This needs to be anywhere between $30 to $60. Okay.
Yeah.
So if your cost per survey is 100 plus, then you need to create better ads. It has nothing to do with your survey. It has to do with your ads. Okay.
Okay.
So you create better video ads, like shoot some really good ads, and your survey cost should be $30 to $60. Okay. If you're not in this range, that means you need to go shoot more ads, Michael. Okay. And shoot more ads. And then the other thing is your landing page needs to be structured in a way where it's like very simple. I'm going to show you the landing page structure in a minute. But for now, you need to understand this KPI. $30 to $60 is for cost per survey. So agency ads traditionally, we're going to remove this out. Agency ads traditionally, you're doing lead forms. Okay. And what you're doing is you're basically collecting anywhere between, let's just say you're spending, I don't know, we'll make it a simple example, $1,000 a month. Let's just say lead forms are coming in for $15 a pop. You're generating 66 leads a month. Okay. 66 leads per month under that model. You follow the math, right? That I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
$15 per lead. Okay.
Exactly. So I'll put it here. It's basically stating like a $15 per lead. Okay, is the cost, and you're getting 66 leads. Your total cost is $1,000. Okay. So here's the thing though. You're gonna go through this shit leads. Okay. You're gonna spend time on the phone. So now it's either you're on the phone. Okay. So either agency owner is on the phone calling these leads, or it's not the agency owner, it's the SDR/closer, where they need to spend their time during their day that you're paying for this time, by the way. This is like labor costs, right? So you're paying for that time for them to call these leads, and out of the leads, maybe only like 20%, or so are like legit, you know what I mean? So 66 times 0.2, that's 13 leads. So out of the 66 leads, maybe on the surface, it looks like it's a lower cost. It's $15 per lead. You get 66 leads, but in reality, you really didn't get 66 leads. You really got serious leads, 13 leads. Okay. That's what you got.
Yeah.
After your SDR closer, or you ended up calling everyone, sifting through all the garbage. Maybe some people don't answer, some people are putting fake information, and you end up with 13 leads that are legit, So you basically ended up spending, if you actually look at it, it's $1,000 divided by the 13 leads you generated, right? So you actually have your CPL is not $15 under this model. Your CPL is actually $77. Okay, you saw how I got there, right? Because
76. Yeah, 77. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 76, 77, around there, right? You're spending $1,000, okay, 1K a month, and you generate with 1,000. If you're doing lead forms, right? You're basically generating like 66 leads under the $1,000 because you're getting them for $15. That's the average lead form cost, right? So, and then from there, from the 66 leads, you're calling them, or your SDR is calling them. And out of those leads, only 13 end up being legit. So if we take the 1,000 you spent so far divided by the 13 legit, it's $77 per legit lead, right? Whereas, bro, if we just do it this way from the jump, instead of wasting time, because this also lowers the morale of your SDR and closer. If they're calling 66 people, bro, and like fucking 80% of those people like don't want to do business with your SDR or don't want to do business with your closer, and only 13 out of the 66 actually want to do business, these guys are going to be like, fuck, I kind of hate my job. I'm talking to people all day. They don't like me, they don't want to proceed with me. I'm trying my best, and I'm only getting a couple that are pushing over, right? Whereas you want your sales team to be like super like efficient. So instead, what you do is you do this model, which is slightly different, right? So instead of agency ads, you're going to do surveys. Okay. We already told we're going to spend the 1K a month. Okay. But the thing is, with the survey, the cost per lead is not $15. It's going to be anywhere between 30 and $60 if you get it to its lowest like sweet spot point. 30 to $60 will be the cost per survey.
Okay.
So look, if you're spending $1,000, okay, $1,000, right? Divided by, let's just say $60 a survey, that's $16 a lead. Okay. Or sorry. Yeah. $60 a lead is 16 leads. We'll say 17 leads. Okay. So instead of 66 leads, you're getting 17 per month. However, when the agency owner or the SDR calls those 17, first of all, you're not calling someone like this where it's just name, number, and email. Over here on lead form, you get a couple details. Maybe you get like name, you get number, you get email, you get maybe a couple questions answered really, but nothing crazy, Whereas here in the survey, like these 17 leads you got, you're getting like 20 questions answered. Like you're putting them through a survey, like an extensive survey that extracts all the information. I use 15 to 20 questions for my surveys.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I use only like
I use a lot.
4 questions right now.
No, expand that. Minimum 10 questions. That's the lowest. Okay, that's the whole idea.
Okay.
You want them going through it, and your surveys, need to be radio buttons. Okay. You know what I mean by radio?
Like higher level. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
I have
radio button.
like 4 questions with also with conditional options,
Yeah, same conditional logic, exactly. So, but you need radio buttons only, and then the only time they put like input fields is when they're filling their contact details. But anyway, so radio buttons only, 1K a month. You're gonna get $30 to $60 per lead, 17 leads. Out of the 17 leads, here's the difference: 13 of them are gonna be legit. Okay, so the difference here is that you still have the same cost per lead. It's $77 a lead here, and it's $77 a lead here, because only 13 out of the 17 were legit, and only 13 out of the 66 were legit over here. The only difference is that you're saving your time, your effort, your money, and you're making your SDR / your closer more efficient. Because here's the thing: they're not calling 66 people. They're calling 17 people. And out of the 17, only 13 will come through as legit, which is a good number. That's a good number. 13 out of 17 being legit. And on top of that, not only are they being called, but they're also being sent, right, a VSL, like a sales pitch, right? So when they get that sent VSL, that sales pitch, out of the 13 here, that out of this previous model, right, 13, $77 a lead, you may close like 1 to 3 deals, okay, out of those 13 leads. Okay, in the first model, right? In the second model, because you're sending the VSL, because these guys are more efficient, that therefore their morale is higher and they feel better about their job. They get the VSL, they're higher lead quality. So you're actually closing, bro. You're actually closing 4 to 6 deals closed. So with the same, with the same model, you're only spend $1,000 a month in both models in ad spend. Okay. The only difference is the structure was different. You ended up with the same lead cost in both situations. The only difference is that this one produced higher quality leads. Therefore, you ended up with more deals closed versus here. Okay. So a lot of marketers are still stuck over here. They're still in this, still doing this shit here. And look, don't get me wrong, it works. It'll bring you 1 to 3 deals a month doing this. You spend 1,000, you close 1 to 3 deals. Let's just say you're charging $1,500 a month. That's $4,500. You spend $1,000, you make $4,500 back. Still good, right? But here, you're spending $1,000, you're charging $1,500 a deal. You're making minimum $6,000 to $8,000, like on your 1,000. So you're almost like 8xing your money, versus here you're only 3xing your money. You get what I mean? So and that's if you charge 1,500, right? But you could charge 2,000, right, and do it even more, because here, that's the other thing. This model here, guys, you need to charge. You can't charge a lot. You have to charge $1,000 a month. You have to charge $1,500 a month. It's the same because everyone's doing this, right? But as here with the VSL, with all of these things, you're able to actually charge more for your price. You get what I mean? So not only are you closing more deals, you're getting more yeses, but you're getting higher pricing. Therefore,
higher pricing, higher quality, and more close in the end of the day.
More revenue. Okay, you're making more revenue here, not just because the number of deals is higher. That's not the only reason. It's because your price is higher.
Pricing.
Okay, and this is how you need to do it, guys. Like, look, like I'll tell you right now, all of you on the call, 100% can do what I just showed you. The VSL that I just showed you. Okay. I didn't do that alone. Okay. I didn't go and like shoot that shit myself. Right. I had a studio and I had a guy at the studio who was helping me. Right. He shot that for me. And then I had a Filipino editor take care of it for me for a couple $100. And they edited, they chopped it up, etc. If I can do that, guys, you guys can do it too. Well, why not? You know what I mean? What's the, I don't understand what's getting in your way. Right. You just need to like start looking at yourself no longer as like a small marketer. Don't look at yourself as a small marketer. Look at yourself as a big marketer. You get what I mean? Like the biggest marketers in the world, they have really high quality VSLs like the one I just showed you, right? So you need to do what they're doing, okay? You need to pick a niche, okay, and make your first VSL in that niche. And then you need to operate with this structure, the pod sales team structure, okay? And you need to force your leads to watch the VSL, and then you set them for the closer. Watch, you're going to make so much more money doing this process, okay? This is the new way. This is the new way because this also allows you to be building multiple niches. Remember, what do you need for a niche, really? You just need a VSL, a closer, a setter. You need one client success manager, and then you need one go high level snapshot. That's it. So so pod number one, we're gonna go like this. This is the sales team for pod number one. Okay. Now service team for pod number one. This is what the service team looks like. It's literally simple. Service team number one, you're gonna have one CSM, one client success manager, and then you're gonna have one ad buyer. Okay. And then you're gonna have one GHL snapshot. Okay. So that's literally all you need to do. This is your fucking agency, guys, in a nutshell, right here. And we're talking about keeping it lean, you know, low labor costs. This is all you need for your agency. You need 4 people. If you really wanted to take it to another level, you'll hire a third person here, which is actually going to be your designer / creative. Okay, this is your creative person. They're going to produce ads for you, produce designs for you, you know, do whatever the fuck you need, right? For your designs, maybe help you with your website designs, help you with any design related shit. Okay. So this is your agency. You need 5 people and you can make $200,000 a month with this team right here. Okay. Single niche team. You have one closer, one setter, one CSM, one ad buyer, one designer / creative. That's it. So no more confusion. This is all you need. And on the sales side, you need one VSL. On the service side, you need one go high level snapshot. That's really fucking good, you know, that you built out from scratch yourself. You know what I mean? So that's it. And then once this hits 200K, okay, per month, all you do is you now open the second niche, which is sales team and service team number 2. Okay, these are separate pods. You don't, these pods, okay, this niche, all the people, all the employees in this niche do not even need to talk to any of the employees in the second niche. Okay, they don't need to communicate. They're not affiliated. They're basically in separate businesses. They're not in the same, like, they're not servicing the same clients. They're not talking about the same things. It's completely different KPIs, both on the closing side and on the servicing side. Everything's different, right? So you have to have what's called daily stand-up meetings. These are meetings that you're going to run with both pods. So this is pod number 1. You're going to run a sales team meeting with pod number 1, and you're going to run a service team meeting with pod number 1 as well. And then and you're also going to, once you open the second niche, then you're going to run a sales team meeting with pod number 2, and then you're going to run a service team meeting with pod number 2 as well. Okay. And that's every single day. You meet with all 4 teams, and that's it. You're going to be making, at this point, you'll be making $400,000 a month if you have all these employees and stuff. Because remember, each pod, this is one pod, each pod is literally going to be up to $200,000 a month. Once you hit that number, you move on to the next niche and you build out the next niche. Okay. So that's it. So instead of going, you know, and confusing the process, start working on this. This is very easy to do. And no one's saying you need to like run the ads, right? I'm not saying take the agency ads, send them to the VSL. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. I'm saying send them from the agency ad directly to the survey. Okay. Once they fill the survey, they're going to get the VSL texted to them. Okay. Or emailed to them. You got what I mean? So, and they're going to receive it in the back end. They don't, you know, after they fill the survey, sure, you can redirect them as well to the VSL once they fill the survey. Because Michael, right now you're redirecting your surveys to schedule a call, right?
Yeah, to schedule a call.
Okay. So when you have your VSL ready,
okay.
So when you have your VSL ready, instead of doing schedule a call after the survey, just send them from the survey right to the VSL and say, please watch this video. And then right when they finish the video, that's when they can go book a call, which was step 3. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. But
okay.
But tell me, Avi, what can be like a good offer right now? Because I see that a lot of people giving like guarantees and a lot of things like this. So what is a good offer that need convert in these numbers? Because the numbers make sense and it's look good, but I want to understand from, you know,
Listen, I'll tell you,
upstairs.
I have a lot of experience with running agency ads, and I'll tell you, like, you really don't need to, like, you can offer a guarantee in your ads, and then like by the time they even get on the call with you, they're not even going to remember the guarantee. And even if they do remember the guarantee, you just tell them it's a service guarantee. You know what I mean? So like we'll work for free until we deliver on the KPIs we said we're going to deliver. That's all the guarantee is, right? But there's no money back guarantee. But you can still say in your ads, that's the fucked part. I'm still testing this now and it still works, bro. I'm literally saying in my ads, like, you're going to get a guarantee, right? But like when they get on the call, bro, no one cares about the fucking guarantee because they watch this VSL and they don't need a guarantee, bro. They're sold. Why would they need a fucking guarantee? The only person that's asking for a guarantee are people who are not convinced that you're going to help them. You get what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you want them to get away from the guarantee, then fucking just make a VSL and get them convinced. You get what I mean? And I'll tell you another thing. You don't even need to be in the VSL yourself. I know I'm in my VSL, right? But you can hire someone as well, like an actor, to do your VSL for you. Like you can find one on Fiverr, you can find one on whatever the fuck, and have someone else go to a studio. You have to pay for the studio still, right? You have to pay for his time and all that making the video. But still, like, you don't have to be in the video. If you're not comfortable being in the video, then just get some actor to do it for you on Fiverr, like a spokesperson, and that's it. They'll create it for you, but there's no excuse at the end of the day. I think you guys just need to get them on. That's all it really is just getting them on the VSL and viewing it that way. Thank you for watching that video. If you absolutely loved it, then you can go ahead and you can click into the link in the description where you can schedule with myself or one of my sales team members who will be able to help you and will be able to guide you on the right path in terms of us assisting you with your agency and or with your company. We also offer the agency lead starter kit for only $27. You can click that link in the description below and purchase your copy. And we go over 30 plus different agency acquisition strategies that you can use day in and day out, low cost to get you tons of new clients for your agency. This is the real deal stuff. I'm not a guru. I'm not here to be a guru. I make millions of dollars already with my agency and my other companies, and I'm just sharing information so that I can deliver the value to you directly. If you liked what you had to see, like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video, my friends.